Kim Dae-jung. A man with the odds stacked against him, Kim Dae-jung became a game-changer for South Korean politics. From the beginning of his political career, Kim Dae-jung faced every angle of opposition, and still he persisted, until his election as South Korea's 15th president. His peaceful negotiations with North Korea would lead to him being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Today, I'd like to discuss his political career and his Nobel Peace Prize. First, I'll discuss his early political career. Second, I will discuss his rise to power. And finally, I will discuss his presidency and his Nobel Peace Prize. Kim Dae-jung's political career took a head start in 1963. Kim won a seat in the House in 1963 and again in 1967, becoming a distinguished opposition leader. He ran for president in 1971 against Park Chung-hee. He lost, but he gained unwavering loyalty from his party members and his hometown of Jeolla. In 1973, Kim Dae-jung was kidnapped from a Tokyo hotel due to his objections of President Park's imposed martial law. In 1976, Kim Dae-jung was arrested for instigating a pro-democracy demonstration and sentenced to 5 years, but was released in 1978 and placed on his second house arrest. In 1979, he was thrown in jail on charges of treason and sentenced to death, later reduced to a life sentence, and again later reduced to a 20-year sentence. In December of 1982, his prison term was suspended and giving him exile to the United States. While in the States, Kim Dae-jung resided in Boston, Massachusetts, and lectured at Harvard University as a visiting faculty to the Center for International Affairs. In 1985, Kim returned to Seoul, South Korea, and was arrested and put under house arrest again. In 1987, he had all the charges against him suspended and his political and legal rights were fully restored. 1987 would prove to be a crucial year for Kim Dae-jung, leading to his political hiatus. He had already faced so much opposition, but his losses in 1987 and 1992 would cause him to take a step back from politics. In 1987, Kim Dae-jung faces off against Roh Tae-woo for the presidential election and loses. His third attempt at a presidential run was against Kim Young-sam in 1992, and again he walks away defeated. He would take the next 3 years on hiatus, moving to the United Kingdom and guest lecturing at Cambridge University. Kim Dae-jung would return to politics in 1995 as the Asian financial crisis hit South Korea. A revolt broke out against the Young-sam government, making it easy for Kim to win the 1997 presidential election against Young-sam's successor. Kim Dae-jung would be sworn in as the 15th president of South Korea on February 25, 1998, as the economic crisis had reached its peak in South Korea. Once Kim Dae-jung took office, he pushed economic reforms and employed effective measures to revitalize the declining economy, leading to his award of the Nobel Peace Prize. He served as president of South Korea from 1998 to 2003. The policies he employed brought transparency in the accounting practices, and subsidies to large corporations were dropped or cut altogether. Through these practices, South Korea witnessed a phenomenon recovery. During his presidency, he is also credited with successfully negotiating with South Korea. In 2000, Kim was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his work for democracy and human rights in South Korea and in Asia in general, and for peace and reconciliation with North Korea in particular, according to the Nobel Peace Prize website. This makes Dae-jung the only Korean Nobel Peace Prize recipient in history. In conclusion, today I first discussed Kim Dae-jung's early political career. Second, I discussed his political rise to power. Finally, I discussed his presidency and his Nobel Peace Prize. Kim Dae-jung's rise through politics in South Korea seemed painstakingly slow, but his persistence seemed to reap the ultimate reward, as he is remembered as the Nelson Mandela of South Korea. Thank you so much.